Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Alert!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. This complete to Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First carry for Darius Geis. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, home. Hey, Delta.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 3. Watch the safety creep. 3. 22 jet bomber. 33. Watch the curl. Hey,
throwing is Mariota. That one complete to Anderson. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Go!
Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ed Oliver. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check.
Mariota. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. The Broncos have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On third down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On first and 10, here's Mariota. That's out to Chubb, complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down, Mariota. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. He had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, third and goal.
That's mine. That's mine. 49. Check 49. Check 3. Delta.
Throw it, Mariota. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went in the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Oh, how about this pass on first and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run with Geis. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Allen now on third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through the...
It got his man complete. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Recon, 132 fighter. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 22. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Check the backer, check the backer. 56, 56.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, 5. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Haywood.
It's our time.
To the air, Allen. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
He's just 61. Matchbox, slide. Undercross.
Mariota. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throw left side complete. It's Knight. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is Grant. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I got you, boy.
They go back to Grant, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 24, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Knight. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Mariota now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check number 6, check number 6.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll throw again. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Bring it, bring it.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mariota again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 24, Allen eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Mike's 50. Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Samaje Pirine, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Check 43. Hey, tight. Motion. Hey, Alpha.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
General West. Hey, team 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Where are they, King?
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mariota to throw it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Let's go, defense.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Mariota. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Mariota now. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Mariota on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game, Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. $14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing here, Mariota. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing now is Allen. He completes it to Peak. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He gets it here to Peak. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. Throwing on first down is Allen, eluding the press, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch.
Hey, echo.
Allen.
Watch the screen.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Allen going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Check Nick.
3. 1.
Mariota here to throw. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big
numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big scam and stretch your distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Oh, well, look at here, go down there in Buffalo City, start the game off with a good old touchdown, which I forgot how to play high school, but then I gotta play Bills in that week. Then, went down, this nigga threw a pick. It's supposed to be a pick six, but my dumb ass sit here and fucking tighten down the field. That this nigga hit me in the end zone, I fumbled the ball, which he capitalized. But overall, Mariota tonight is like the top fucking dogs in the league. You feel me? Like, that's the duo. Matter of fact, it's a trio for Bird out there too. Well, Anderson out there too. But, you know, Bird. You know, Bird gonna be Bird. You try to stop one, man try to play safety. How you gonna play safety and try to cover one of my guys, but you can't cover the other? You feel me? And on defense, you know how Madden is. Madden give up a lot of bullshit. So as the bullshit continues, like, for some reason my nigga I can catch an interception and save my life. Unless he just lob that bitch up and I click on a different music. You feel me? Other than that, you know, we do our thing. We get them dubs, you feel me? Now I gotta fuck another division game versus this nigga Cash. What damn name? Castro, whatever name. Castardo, Pornstar, Castado. I don't know the nigga name. I gotta play this nigga. Man. He coming to my house, and I got this shit live stream, so I'm gonna tag y'all on this shit. I got some new plays that I want y'all to see. I want y'all to watch, visualize. It's cover 3, cover 4. It's a lot of fucking beaters, but you know when you got speed mixed with talent, skill, you know you can throw that bitch any type of way. You can throw it short, deep, long, corner route, everything. Now I'm waiting for a brother to join up though. But long story short, we dugging that nigga. He trash. I like fucking with Al. Al cool people. He ass. He's ass. When I say ass, who the sorry team in the field? He Dolphins ass. But I'm gonna tag you on the motherfucking shit. So I hope this nigga right here not fucking running. Cause if he don't know, Raheem do stop the fucking running real good. I'm gonna end this shit. Fuck y'all, I mean, you're
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Put some respect on your name. I like that. How the hell you say your name? Castardo. Shit. I'm thinking that's a porn star name.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Nah, you just seen the last game. I played another Bills inside,
but that
league.
one was swallowed up because
my
team
is deep. I got
Miles
Garrett.
Will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh yeah, I scored my first drive. He come back down thinking he gonna score. He threw a pick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Were taunting on him. And they gave up and fumbling. Too many adjustments.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Yeah, this is a stretch.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
I don't know blitz. I switched to play.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the second down throw on target. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
Yeah,
that would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to not run dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Kill. 47.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good defense.
Go.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he'll be taken down before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Down to lose 1. 58's the money.
On 1st down, Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Grant. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hey,
my lineman. I didn't even see that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
You gonna hurt my feelings? Or gonna hurt your feelings?
Hey, Charlie!
58's the money! 58's the money!
Darnold to throw again. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Here's the Jets punter now. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
I like that. You giving me a run right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now T.J. Yeldon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, kill! 47! Here go 47! 26!
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
You go
Picked up by
inside,
Anthony Brown.
that should go over.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Okay. Oh, you an empty. I like that. No, I was talking about your offense.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A first down carry now for Yeldon. It's a 6-yard
I got
pickup,
11
and it gets him
stars.
to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Pick it up. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch out. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch 24. Kill. Hey, kill.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. And the grab by Crum.
He threw it right there,
And
too.
he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Yeldon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
That man Harrison
The big
throw
fella
him
stuffed
in.
that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Kill. Here go 46.
Out route.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Show it up. We're going to 54. Line in. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. Kill.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Look, my nigga didn't jump.
And that's going to be another.
That's that shit I was talking about on my live, bro.
39.
Like niggas, niggas throw the ball right
I remember it
there.
as being able to
I
see
click
the
on
play
the
develop
nigga.
in front of you. When the
Like you click on the nigga,
when
niggas
they
just
find
look at
those
the ball like,
levels
bitch, what you
where
doing?
they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Watch the safety creep. Here we go 47.
They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd
If
down.
you score before me, what up, bro? What up, Phoenix? If you score before me, then we got something to show you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got to. I gotta do something.
This is Yeldon.
I gotta do something.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I just ran
It was a
through. One
loss
thing I
of a
do is
yard,
ran
and
through
it'll
it.
set up 3rd down.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you something though. You doing a little bit. Nah, you got a little
2
bit.
minutes
You
on
getting
the
a little
clock
bit
in
too
what's
close.
been a scoreless first half.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's
You getting a little bit too close. And it's a division game.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go 46. Here we go 46.
I'm gonna try it.
Rip left. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete.
You know, I got enforcement.
Right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You know, that's an
Receivers not going to
enforcement.
make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It was a good pass.
Field goal forthcoming for Steven Hauschka. And quite a bit of pizza in
That
this
man got
box. It's a
enforcement.
53-yard attempt. The 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I ain't really did shit yet. You be who?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Flush to his right. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A first down throw, Darnold.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
That nigga, why is he over? This shit is... Oh my gosh, man.
The shotgun snap for Darnold.
That's some bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck they make?
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a
like
chance
that,
to
I just motion him over to the side.
Just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
What the fuck?
49.
Oh my god, bro, this shit is tweaking.
They will run with Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
This shit is tweaking for real.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final
timeout.
Like,
niggas like, what the fuck are they doing?
24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 5 now. Darnold. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Look at some sauce. Look at some sauce.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime.
I don't do YouTube plays. I got my own scheme.
Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Jets
first down, 18 big yards that time. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Steve 6.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football.
Like that's what I'm doing against you, Kyle. I'm figuring, you never played me before, so I might well throw some shit in a way that you ain't never seen.
Second down and 10, Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
You ain't think I caught that? I heard you. I red catch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
You got nothing.
Why do they keep moving my dude in?
To the air again, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Hey, exit.
Check 4.
Now Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Echo.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Bro, I almost sent this nigga out. This nigga going in.
Darnold from the gun. And a big loss.
I can't do shit like they making my niggas motion.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 18. And Sims lost it. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Yeah, I just been bullshit.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Single, slot. Hey, you're ready? I go 81. Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Check three. Red 80. 58, Mike, 58. Here we go, D.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown.
I know you didn't do nothing different. I just look. I figured what play you were going to.
Touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said,
I already knew what play you were
no drop.
Yeah, you okay?
So I figured out what play you were doing.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Check 99.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Let him breathe.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
I think you're gonna like this. If you see it, it should be a touchdown.
Prescott now. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all
over the field so far.
That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
So I ain't really been doing my schemes.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 32 on the play.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player.
I got to at least put 40 on the board.
Down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
It may be my last one. I'm going to keep scoring.
And he is in. Touchdown.
That's my cousin right there. That's cousin.
Touchdown reception. And the interception by the Jets
cousin
leads to a
right
touchdown.
now.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Hey, you better max protect. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. You competition. You just gotta, like, when you learn.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Hey, listen,
so
a good playbook to use.
Continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
I'm currently working on another
into the game. Instead, he throws another
a good playbook to use to start off with is the Patriots and the fucking, oh my gosh, I can't remember. The Saints.
After the interception, here's Darnold escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Detroit not bad.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
True. At all.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
This looks like a free play for Prescott.
Well, that's a touchdown.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Yeah, won't take no chances.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
All day, every day, any day.
We're going to 54. Line in. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Line in.
Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case.
That boy Harrison pushed that line back.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
True.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check safety, check safety.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL.
So many different
corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Here we go.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Secret.
And he's
got it past the
like
30 you don't know which one to go to.
Dropped. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Darnold. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I'm coming after you. 58, ready?
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Jets on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Send the same pressure.
Go.
Darnold to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Why not? You know I ain't give you that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
It ain't work. No, it ain't work. Nah, this gonna hurt you. Okay, you about to throw a pick.
Kill.
Yeah, you about to.
On second down, Prescott again. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. But we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I be doing this shit. I be doing this shit all the time.
Having time to talk it over. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
I think you about to throw me a pick here, Coach. What you think? I like that.
The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line.
Man, you could have given
a
the
big
lead,
kick
though.
there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
My lineman standing up.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 81 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
They were like, well, damn, what the hell happened? It was just 3 halftime.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was
time
on a team
out for your
and we were
scheme.
losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that
No,
and say,
go ahead, let
we'll
me
get
get that
better as we go forward.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jets, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I never switch. Ice in the wrist. switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They LA, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.